Hey, welcome back to the 11-foot DIY foam and fabric kayak. I need today I need some paddle leashes and pole leashes. So this is the way I do it. I got me a little piece of 1/2-inch tubing. I'll move that over so I don't get any sawdust in my drink. Then I'm gonna take a drill bit and I'm gonna give me a starter hole right here. And then I'm gonna make my other one right about here. And then when you pick a bit for this, you want to pick a bit that's just where this will snugly go in there, but not so much that you're going to have difficulty, because by the time you get to this hole, you're going to have a cramp in your finger. And I'm thinking what you might want to do as well is maybe go ahead and put that there so there's not much of a chance for it to slip out. So we just want to hold that still. And we'll probably cut some of that off, but just take this and start wrapping it. Now this is boring, and it's going to take probably 20 seconds to wrap it. So I'll try to speed up, but not so fast that I make a mistake and have to start over. After you get to this point, if you don't have a heat gun, I don't think a hairdryer would do it. You can try your hairdryer on high for a longer period of time. And as long as the nylon starts turning colors, then that should do it. Let's take it and put it in a glass of ice water or in the freezer, refrigerator. Let it cool down for a while. Once it cools, it takes on the memory. I may have, let's see, I'll drill another hole right about here. Right, go through there to hold it in place. And I'm just gonna, that'll be fine. I didn't really need that extra hole. So what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna take the heat gun. And also, you might want to know, I'm just using, this is the weed whacker line I had. You just use what you have. Take a bit that you want to drill a hole and put your line in there. Make sure it fits snugly like that. Bear with me, a little noisy, but I'm gonna start heating this up, and you can watch for the colors to change. It'll take a few minutes. We're gonna start going around, just kind of rotisserie like. It takes just a minute. I'm telling you what, this is a really cheap way to make you some leashes. And see it's starting to change right there? See the color change? Ooh, got too hot right there on the end. That's okay, we can cut that off. Make sure you got a long handle on it so you don't have to get your hands close to the flame or the heat of the heat gun. You see the color changing in there? If you're using a heat gun like this, be real careful where you lay it down, because that tip right there will melt a hole in your foam boat. All right, so that's all been hot and melted. Let's put it in the refrigerator. All right, so now it's cooled down. Should be good and hard. And just back your fishing line out. Fishing line, your weed whacker line, which will be fishing line, because you'll take it fishing. Let's see. There we go. Then I'm gonna pull it off backwards, and go like that. Once you get it off, next thing you'll need is a couple of crimps. Now I have aluminum crimps here. And I think I'll just keep this part, but just feed it on there like that. Feed it back through. And if you want to make it more attractive, hang on, don't go away. You could get some shrink wrap, or whatever your favorite color is. But let's go with red. So use that off. Be sure to slide your shrink wrap on there first. And go through your crimp. Come back through. And then I'm gonna lay it down and tap it right quick, flatten out my crimp. Make sure you got it sticking through a little bit. Don't beat the hell out of it. Just mash it in a little bit. Just like in this case, I may have underestimated the size of the shrink tube that I needed. Let's see. I don't know that I have any red that big. That's some black that big, but that's okay. Put that on there like that. So you put this over there so that doesn't catch, like when you, or actually if you don't have any shrink tube, just pop that off so it doesn't catch on the side of the boat when you're moving it about. So set that on there about like that. Get our shrink gun, heat gun. So even though the black doesn't match, it'll still work. Let's take this red off, that piece off here, and I'm going to take that piece off because you can see where the color changed in there. See that? This can change an awful lot. So let's get us a piece of that black shrink tube right there. And then put your shrink tube on first. Putting it on those curved ones is a little bit more difficult than putting it on about like putting a worm on a hook. Wow, that's a little bit difficult. There it goes. And then we're going to go through the, I know my paws are real big, you're just going to have to imagine what some of this looks like that you can't see. Because I just have big hands. Alright, let's tap it. Remember, don't beat it to death, otherwise you'll weaken your line. Put your shrink tube on there. I know I need a longer piece so I don't heat my finger up. That's probably well enough. You just want to shrink it just enough to where it has a nice edge to it, and you can put it on one of your pad eyes with, you know, a D-ring or something, or unscrew that and just slip it right on there. So depending on how long you want it to be, that's not really long enough for a fishing pole, but might be good for pliers or something. and just to make it a little bit longer. And that's why I had the extra hole, because I think from here to here is not, that's probably for like maybe like pliers or something, but for a fishing pole you probably need it to be like that, and maybe leave a long tail on it, so you can adjust it to what you need depending on what you think. Just whatever fits your need, adjust to that. Alright, I'll see y'all on the next episode of 11-foot foam kayak. Hope you enjoyed this video and it helped you out a little bit, save you some money along the way. Thanks for watching.